Hello, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a website on Claude Code under 10 minutes. No fluff, straight to the point, let's go. So the first thing you need to do is go to your Explorer section on Claude Code and find the claude.md file. And within that file, you got to make sure that it's set as Senior UI Developer and a Front-End Developer. And you want to put in this prompt, essentially just making it know you want to start building a website. Claude Code will always ask permission, so you always have to click number 2, yes, allow all edits this session. And the next step is finding a website that you like. This is a website that I found recently, and I just love the look of this website. It's very modern, very different the way the 3D can move when you hover the mouse over it. I just think it's a really cool feature. So what you need to do next is take a screenshot of the top of the homepage and then add this prompt into Claude Code and then just fix it up a bit there. And then yes, go into your files and go to where you save the screenshot. And essentially what this does, it analyzes the website, giving it a screenshot. You want to try and replicate the website as much as possible, and then you'll get the link just to see how it looks. And look at the website this is produced of the prompt that I made and just one screenshot. I actually really like this website. I think I'm actually going to use this. Is how much I like that. That's really clean. It's really slick and really modern looking. I'm actually in the lead gen space, so I probably will do something with this website. So the next step is just adding this prompt, and essentially it just cleans the website up a little and just make sure you're not taking everything word for word from the website that you are taking influence from, like rephrasing some of the content so it's just not identical, and using varied wording while preserving the original meaning. So again, just let that load. The next step is using GSAP and frame motion. And the good thing about using this in your workflow is it gives a good flow to the website. It fades into different sections using animations. And the frame motion is good because when you hover over certain buttons, it really enhances it and stands out. So as you can see on the website, smooth transitions going into the different sections. And let's hover over the buttons. Yeah, I like the way the button sections pop out. There's lights coming out of the start free trial section. There's no animation really coming from the top except for the get started. Let's scroll down to see if there's any more buttons that stand out. Let's try this. Yeah, look at the light coming off that white section. I think that looks really cool and it stands out and it really pops from the website. So from the original website, as I showed you, when the mouse hovered over the 3D parts, the 3D motions move with the mouse. So let's try and see if we can replicate that. So I put in this prompt just to see if we could use an interactive mouse feel when we hover over the 3D sphere. So looking at the results here, it doesn't quite move like the original website, but it still moves with the sphere when you hover over with the mouse. And if you want to add more 3D elements to your website, I would recommend that you use this website called Spline, and you can get started for free. So just make an account and just sign on in. So let's have a look through the website to see if there's any 3D elements that would suit the website that I created. And I find this 3D element that has a sphere just like the website that I've created. And to add this into my website, you just scroll down and click on Remix. And then you want to clean it up a bit. There's certain things that I don't need, like, the text, because we already got text. So just clean that up by deleting that. I don't need the cursor, don't need the CTA. And let's have a look at the BG. No, I don't need that either. So the next step is exporting that into our website. So you just go up to export in the top right hand corner, then go to code export on the left, and then just copy the code that generates, and then go back in the Claude Code and just write this prompt saying, please use this spline graphic above the fold for the background. Oh, background. And then just paste in the code, and we'll let that load and have a look at the website once that's complete. And as you can see, the sphere successfully embedded into the website. You'll notice our heading has disappeared here, but that's actually fine. With Claude Code, you can literally change anything you want on your site at any point. I'm going to leave it like this for now, and at the end of the video, I'll show you a really simple way to bring it back and tweak anything you want on Claude Code. And the next step I wanted to show you is changing the typography. I personally like Aptos from Microsoft, and I'm going to use that for all headings, and in bold, and use Verdana for the body text and make it lightweight. It's completely up to you what type of font you like to use, but for this tutorial, I'm just going to use these two fonts that I like. And as you can see, the font has successfully changed on the website. I previously mentioned that you can change literally anything you want, so I'm going to try and bring back the headings. And what you need to do is screenshot the section that you want to change. So I'm just going to screenshot the top of the page and then go back into Claude Code and paste the screenshot into the search bar in Claude Code, and then write, can you add a heading saying, I believe it was, build and ship without limits. And as you can see, it brought the heading back along with the buttons below it as well. As you can see, it says deploy now and explore the platform. And that's literally how you edit anything on Claude Code. You just do a quick screenshot and put in a prompt of what you want to change. So that's how you set up step by step. And as I mentioned in the video, I'm in the lead gen space. I host weekly live sales calls in my free skill community where I break down exactly how you close recruitment clients. Inside, you'll learn how to build your own system to land your first recruitment client. You can find my skill community on my website in the link below. Thanks for watching.